China warns North Korea, another missile test will mean war. Since the Korean War in the 1950s, China has always been perceived as the protector of North Korea. In any concern about acting on North Korea, one would have to factor what would China's reaction be. But perhaps not anymore. That relationship may be over. Indeed, perhaps it's China that North Korea needs to be concerned about. Because they are not at all happy with North Korea. From Express. In a shocking bombshell interview, an academic with close ties to the Chinese government has warned war with North Korea was on the table. Zhang Shouhu, who is a professor of international relations at the Renmin University, in Beijing, said North Korea was seeking death. He also confirmed the long-lasting era of Chinese friendship with North Korea has ended. President Xi Jinping has reportedly had enough of the erratic behavior of the North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un. Speaking to the BBC, the professor warned that one more missile test would be the move to push the country off the cliff. President Jinping was said to be boiling with fury after North Korea recently tested a missile just as China was gearing up to host a pivotal global economic conference. The former U.S. ambassador to China Max Baucus recently claimed the only time he saw the Chinese leader use undiplomatic language was in relation to Kim Jong-un. The professor said that the time may have come for a military solution. The Chinese government is mad, China's top leader is mad. China wants to punish North Korea. China once had special relations with the Soviet Union, but they had war with that country. They also had a very special relationship with Vietnam, but then they had a war with them in 1979. The relationship between China and North Korea is worse than both of those. I will say, there are no permanent friends and no permanent enemies. The professor added, North Korea is in an awkward situation. No country has ever encountered such tough sanctions before. The professor noted that North Korea was in a tough spot, especially if they no longer have China. He said if they don't comply, they will starve from the sanctions. If they fire another missile, now China is threatening them. North Korea is standing on the edge of a deep cliff. One light blow could push this country off the cliff. He agreed that North Korea firing off one more missile could do it. China is anxious to become more powerful but to avoid a confrontation with President Donald Trump and the United States, which would greatly impede their economic ambitions. Xi Jinping this week outlined his plan to make China the most powerful nation in the world. He told delegates, by 2050 China will become a global leader in terms of comprehensive national strength and international influence with the rule of law, innovative companies, a clean environment, an expanding middle class, adequate public transportation and reduced disparities between urban and rural areas. Chinese people will enjoy greater happiness and well-being, and the Chinese nation will stand taller and firmer in the world. And in that whole scenario, they're not looking for a war with the United States. A cybersecurity expert, Matt Morris, threw in a further twist and says it's possible that China could strike the U.S. by pretending to be North Korea, mimicking their digital footprint. CIA Chief Mike Pompeo warned that North Korea could be only months away from the ability to hit the United States with nuclear weapons. Others think they're already there. The U.S. and Trump have been trying to get Xi to do more to stop Kim, and this may be one avenue to send him a further message that they no longer have his back unless he complies. Thank you for watching this video. What do you think about this? Share this on Facebook and Twitter along with your comments.